Today I can say that in my life I have taken few good decisions. I left my blooming career of journalism and devoted myself to full-time writing. Although during my career as a journalist, I wrote few political books, but I was not satisfied. Literature is my passion. So I decided one day that I will devote my full time in literature. You know, this is a very precious moment because this session is moments of realization. And I want to say that in our great country, we have so many communities, and they are, who are the part of our cultural and social domain, but still we don't know about their sorrows, about their pains, even about them, about their background, like Armenians, like Anglo-Indians, like Jews, like Parsis. They are part of our cultural and social domain. But I think that, and particularly I can say that our Hindi Hindi readers, they are not aware very much about these communities. And I thought, first of all, that I must write about Anglo-Indian community. And there was a background, I tell you. In Bihar Assembly, there was a MLA called Mr. Hector Angus Brown, a very tall personality, well-built personality, and looked like a Englishman. And he was a nominated Anglo-Indian MLA in Bihar Assembly. And you know, Bihar, our country is our country of villages, and Bihar is the state of villages. So from rural areas, the MLAs who were elected from rural areas, from different areas, they used to attend the session, and they were in wonder always that who is this Englishman who is attending the session in Bihar Assembly. But they didn't know that there is a provision that in every assembly of our country, our constitution has given this provision that two members, only this community has a privilege, Anglo-Indian community, that their two members are nominated in every Lok Sabha, and one member is nominated in maximum states of our country. So, as a journalist, first of all, I went McCluskieganj. My first novel, I want to tell you that my first novel, I decided to write about Anglo-Indian community and about the only village in India, and rather you can say that this is the only village of Anglo-Indian community in the world. This village was earlier in Bihar, undivided Bihar, but when in year 2000, when Jharkhand came in, new state Jharkhand came in existence, these days McCluskieganj is in Jharkhand state. And the nominated MLA of Anglo-Indian community is in Jharkhand state. Now, Mr. Glenn Galston. When I talk about this village, because I devoted almost 15 years researching about this village, and I really feel overwhelmed because in McCluskieganj, they say my main character of this novel is Robin, and they call me, "Oh, Robin has come." I'm so much connected with this village, and I get their love. But as I told you, that we are still unaware with so many communities and so many untold stories and unknown communities are there. And in these moments of realization, we must realize that we should try to know about these communities, and Anglo-Indian is one among of them. Still in our state of Bihar, and our so many Hindi readers, they ask me, what is the Anglo-Indian? What is Anglo-Indian community? And I remember when first of all, I went to McCluskieganj to cover to report this village for a Hindi magazine. One Miss Bonner, I met Miss Bonner. She worked with ITC in Calcutta. She asked me one question, first question. Have you read the name of my house? I said, yes, Bonner Bhavan. She said, this is Anglo-Indian. Bonner Bhavan. Bonner Bhavan. But Lord Curzon, I remember, and I read in the books, Lord Curzon once said, God has, and sarcastically Lord Curzon said, God has made Englishmen, God has made Indians, we made Anglo-Indians. And this is the paradox of this community. Human being has made robots, the men has made mobiles and so many computer things. And human being has made this Anglo-Indian community. This is a man-made community, not God-made community. And this is the paradox, this is the sorrow, this is the sadness of this community. And I feel really very sorry for this community. And I tell you that I remember one few lines of a poetry of an Anglo-Indian poet. His lines are, every part of me is alive except my face. Every part of me is alive except my face. And there is a saying, face is the index of mind. But he says, my face is not alive. So, I want to say that it is our duty. And that's why I said that this is a very historical moment for me, that I am attending this great session called Moments of Realization. That we should realize that they are here and they have given the political involvement from our great leaders after independence. As I told you, that they were given seats in Lok Sabha and assemblies. But still, we have to think that why they are bound to say, why they haven't still mixed up with the Indian society like Doodh and Batasha. Like Doodh and Batasa, still they have so many complexes and so many traumas, so many emotional problems, because when I meet them, the people of McCluskieganj, and that's why there was this village was dying, because one Mr. Great personality of Anglo-Indian community, Mr. E.T. McCluskey, in 30s, he decided to establish a village of Anglo-Indian community, and he met Ratu Maharaja, a tribal leader, and requested to provide lands to establish a village, because India is a country of villages. So he thought, we Anglo-Indians must have a village. Okay, only village, but we must have. So he established a village, but a time came, this village started dying. But I can tell you, this is the time of knowledge and education. Education and knowledge saved this village. One Mr. Rosario, who was MLA in Bihar Assembly, and he runs a school in Patna, Don Bosco Academy. He started a school in McCluskieganj, and he's requested Anglo-Indian community of McCluskieganj that you start hostels in your houses. And I tell you, with the education, with the knowledge, McCluskieganj is again blooming. I have made, and I wrote novel, as you know, in Hindi, and this has been translated in English also. But with the knowledge, with the education, McCluskieganj is again blooming. And so, how it is blooming, I have made a short video on McCluskieganj. You will see it is short video. It is a small effort, but now I can say that it is not a small effort because Honorable Padma Shri Usha Uthupji has given her voice to this small video. So I think this is a wonderful video. You see the video. Thank you, you all.
McCluskieganj is blooming, it's blooming again. The Ganj so beautiful, it's glowing again. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The air is clean, unpolluted too. The leaves are green and the skies are so blue. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The Anglo-Indian Village is moving on again. Like the phoenix, it has risen from the ashes once again. You'll see smiling faces saying, how do you do? McCluskieganj is saying, I love you. There is happiness when you see the children grow. They're moving with the world faster than you know, and the Ganj is blooming, it's glowing again. The Anglo-Indian Village is moving on again. Like the phoenix, it has risen from the ashes once again. You see smiling faces saying, how do you do? McCluskieganj is saying,